everybody. A little bit of a different place for you today. We are here at the mill. We are at what we call the prayer and planning room. It's in our administrative building here at the mill, our children's building. And I just wanted you to see some of this stuff. I mean, it is so VBS-y here at the mill. I'm just telling you folks, this stuff is everywhere. I don't know what all the stuff is. Janet and her minions have been in here. We've got games and gears and toys and balls and all kind of things. And I'm just going to tell you this: VBS is going to be fantastic. You need to do a couple things. And here's the hats all our kids are going to get, and our workers, and it's about blueprints and being under construction for God and all that. But I'm just going to tell you, here's what you need to do. You need to get your kids to VBS. It will be July 17, 18, and 19. We have these little flyers in church Sunday morning. We have them at the kids' building. We have them everywhere. Grab them, take them, pass them out. Here's what I'm concerned about. Our people do such an incredible job preparing for these kids that are going to be at VBS. I am convicted about getting as many kids here to experience this that we can. It would be a shame to me for all this work and energy and us not have the amount of kids that we can do to get them out. So help me. Get your kids here. Get other people's kids here to VBS July 17, 18, 19, 6:30 to 8:30, ages 3 to 12. It's going to be a phenomenal time. So that I just wanted you to kind of see and feel that. And then after that, we have another incredible event coming up, kind of follows up. This is our Back to School Bash, August 3rd. We did this last year. It was huge. There will be many vendors. Be a lot bigger than it was last year. It'll be from August 3rd, and it will be from 10 to 1 right here at the mill. It'll be over in our worship center, and it will be for kids and families to come and get stuff for back to school. School supplies, medical things, everything you can imagine. So those are two events that are community events. These are why our church is here, folks. I'm excited about that, and I just want you to kind of feel that with me today. All right, a couple of other things. This week we are looking at our second lesson in the story of Jonah. Last week we talked about the call of God, and we saw how Jonah responded. This week we will talk about the response, the consequences of Jonah's response. So last week was fun. This week's going to be great. Don't miss this week. We have our children that will be doing singing and all that. It's going to be a phenomenal time in church. Don't miss that, okay? All right, let me read a verse for you today from Isaiah chapter 40. And I was thinking about this yesterday, and I just thought, I'm going to share this on our video. This is the verse, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They will mount up with wings as eagles. They will run and not be weary. They will walk and not faint. You've heard that verse. It talks about waiting on the Lord so that we can mount up with wings. Now, here's what drew my attention to that. Yesterday in my neighborhood, there's streets and houses, and then down at the bottom of our neighborhood, it's woods. And I kind of am on the hill, so I get to look down and see the woods. And I love to do that. I sit on my patio, and I watch the trees, and I see the birds. And so we have multiple families of hawks in our neighborhood. Hawks are large birds. They're predatory, and they fly and they look around for little animals on the ground to pursue. So we have some families of hawks, and I'm watching these hawks, and they make a unique sound, a screeching sound. So I hear them and I look for them because I love to watch them. And here's what I learned from the hawk family. They fly around low, in and out of trees, and other birds distract them, and they have to watch themselves, and they have to exert some energy when they're flying down around the ground and look out and beware and be careful and get food and all that. But then they do something that is wonderfully unique. They start to rise up, and they get above the tree line, and they get above that, and then they continue to go up high, and they go so high, after a while they get to a point where you can almost not see them. And so here's what they do after they get certain high. They soar. And I'm watching these hawks, and I'm listening to them, and they get up and they start to soar. And they spread their wings, and they just kind of, they just go through the air the way God has made them to do. And it's different than flying down when they're low, and it's less work when you soar. And you just glide through the air. And they're way up there, and I thought about some things. I think, sometimes we get caught up down here low. And we watch the trees, and we're caught, and we're distracted by things and noises and sights and sounds. And it's a lot of work, it's hard. And then we start to get up. And then we get up high. And we get closer to God. And we're able to soar. And here's what happens when the hawks soar. They rest. They rest. They get up there and they just glide. They don't flap their wings. They just soar through the air effortlessly. And so you and I perhaps are focusing too much energy down low, and we're flapping our wings, and we're working hard, and we're getting tired and frustrated and distracted, when we ought to get up high above all those distractions and just glide through the air and soar and rest and relax and renew our strength. So the closer we get to God, just like those hawks, the closer they get to God, the more restful and peaceful it is for them. And all the time they're gliding, they're renewing their strength so that they can be stronger. God has a lot to teach us from nature. I watch the hawks, and they soar, and they rest, and they renew their strength, and they gain strength the closer they get to God. The higher we get, the more time we spend waiting patiently, listening, being alert to nature and God, instead of the rat race that we're down here digging around in and getting tired. Can I encourage us? Can we be hawks today? Can we get up there above all that and just glide and soar and let God renew our spirit and our strength? A lesson for you and I today from the hawks. I hope to see you Sunday. I can't wait to see you. It's going to be a great day. We love you. God bless you. Have a great day.